Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, welcome back to another episode of Tom Clancy's EndWar. I do actually want to go and let you guys know this real quick. Well, let me go in and just load up the save first.
We're updating your strategic display now.
Thousands of Russian citizens are risking violent police reprisals to protest their government's war against the United States.
Yeah, so I want to let you guys know that if I cannot find a solution for Empire Total War essentially not working for me anymore, so if I can't find a solution to fix that by the time essentially we hit that week of Christmas, I'm going to go ahead and just cancel the series, and I'm not going to go back to it for a while. So far I haven't found a solution. Again, if any of you guys happen to find anything that seems like it may be a solution, don't forget you can point me in that direction so that I can at least look into it and see if maybe that will solve the problem for me. And if it does, well, then I can continue that series. And if it doesn't, well, really no harm done. Because again, I'm not going to revert back to Windows 7 just for a single game. But let's go ahead and select a mission.
In Western Europe, we're going to sabotage the army base here. We're going to crash and grab multiple uplink sites. Intel, Major Dennison.
Gladly, General. La Mancha, Spain. It'd be a crash and grab. Valkyries and Goshawks dropping us close to the targeted uplinks. We'd have no air cover or ground support. The enemy would be able to call in airstrikes. The enemy would be able to call in regular army troops to bolster his defenses. Artillery could deploy in elevated positions.
Okay, so this is what we're going to be doing because we failed miserably last time we raided Leseto, and I'd rather not repeat that mistake, so let's just go with La Mancha. We're probably going to lose a decent amount of units simply because the enemy will be able to call in airstrikes, and that they will also be able to call in regular army forces, and, well, I get no support whatsoever. Beyond my WMD, which we'll see if that ends up being used. But that's really the only support I have, and even that I have to wait until a certain event has triggered to be able to use it. So, yeah, not that helpful. Let's go ahead and start.
Colonel, we're launching a major offensive in this sector, and I need you to capture the uplinks here to give us full spectrum dominance. You'll be fighting the Euros for their own turf, so expect a determined defense. Your opponent, Colonel Carl Hyder of Enforcers Battle Group 5 Airborne, spent many years with Team Rainbow. He's highly aggressive and makes extensive use of cheetah gunships. We have the strategic initiative, but only so long as we keep winning decisive battles. Get out there and take the fight to the enemy, Colonel. Chew him up and spit him out.
Okay, so since this guy is airborne, I can expect him to use predominantly gunships, similar to sort of my strategy is, although he'll probably use more gunships than I normally do. Or he'll probably have more gunships out at a single time than I do normally. So for me, my objective should be to secure Alpha so I can get some more transports out there, so I can go and send those transports out to like Sierra and Bravo. And realistically speaking, I can win this with just Alpha, Bravo, Delta, and Foxtrot. And with Foxtrot's position being where it is, it can do a decent job of preventing the enemy from securing Sierra. Delta itself also looks like it'd be a pain to assault, so if I can take that, it's also another spot that I can sort of set up shop in and just let the enemy try to come to me. Although it's also fairly closed in, so if the enemy decides to launch or fire a laser on me, since this is the European Federation or whatever, that's not going to help me at all. I won't be able to really move my units in time. So we'll see how this all works out. Transports, thank you. And start mission, and we will be sending these guys to Alpha first.
Jarhead is go. Repeat, Jarhead is go. Airlift is inbound. All uplinks ID'd on radar. Units entering the battle space.
You know what, or not. Actually, I will have Poker Face, the guys that are being dropped off now or are on their way to being dropped off. I'm gonna have them actually secure Alpha. I'll have 2-pair and Traveler make their way over to Bravo.
This is 2-pair.
Yeah.
We're in the fast.
Unit 3, move to Bravo.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the most effective use of their abilities. Unit 4, secure Alpha.
Mag the uplink, sir. Understood. This is Traveler. All rollers factory mint.
Once I secure Alpha or Bravo, I can call in some more transports and take Poker Face off to wherever.
Center quadrant. Eyes on European army troops.
Okay, those are generic army troops. Now the enemy's gonna get a uplink before me because of the fact that I'm using the strategy I am using. So that may not be good for me. We shall see in the future. They've got transports, which means they've got infantry in them probably, and they've got some gunships moving in. But luckily for me, I have my transports here.
Uplink secured by hostiles.
And they're still a decent distance out. I should be able to at least get up there and hopefully get 2-pair out in time.
This is Poker Face. Securing the uplink.
Okay, and Poker Face.
Moving.
No.
Yes,
You
sir.
guys
Wrap it
continue.
up. Will do.
I didn't mean to do that. Damn it.
Securing the uplink.
Reinforcements are available. We have units inbound on DZ.
Unit 2, secure Bravo.
They killed him.
Unit 3, you move up here. I want you to support our riflemen. Especially if you can hit them from there.
This is Traveler. Get any effect?
Okay, good, you can.
Fighting for nothing.
The enemy's not
Check
using
south
their
quadrant.
gunships, which is always a
Eyes on
good thing.
AMZ 26 infantry fighting vehicles.
Okay. Yeah, those transports over there are going to be an annoyance. And I will want to secure Delta at some point. Unit 4, you have almost secured Alpha.
Check
Actually, now
Alpha.
you have.
It is secured.
This is Poker Face.
Because they have those
We have
transports,
units
let's actually go
inbound
with
on DZ.
tanks.
This is Thor. Prospects ready to roll.
Get Unit 5 up there. Unit 3, keep an eye on you.
Traveler here. Trap back in the base, man, because when bullets fly, that sure do too.
Now, I don't know where those guys are going. They might be going to Sierra, or are they heading down towards my base?
East quadrant. Eyes on Cheetah gunships.
I would prefer for them not
Check
to
Bravo.
move towards my
We have
base.
secured it. Transports ready to
Let's
deliver
get some
reinforcements.
gunships as well,
We
because
have
I'm going to
units
need
inbound
those,
on
I'm
DZ.
sure. Okay, it looks like they're probably going to Sierra.
This is Odin.
Or they're going to set up shop just outside my base, one of the two. I can't really tell that well which one they're doing. Unit 5, huh? Are you there yet? No, yes you are. Wonderful. You guys, get on. You guys,
All squads vertical.
call in to fortify this.
Get in the fast batch.
You guys go ahead, get in there. There's our support helicopter. Unit 6.
This is Poker Face. Ready to roll.
Yep, you're still on your way. You're just taking your sweet old time. Let's see. Do I want Unit 5 to go over to Sierra right now or head towards Foxtrot? I think Foxtrot has more enemies around it, but let's go and send our gunships out towards Sierra. Just to see, because if Sierra is
Transport
practically
prepped to deploy.
empty, I'm probably going to go with that.
This is Bedman. DD6s delivered.
Check Bravo.
Let's
Roddy's
go with some
defending
more
position.
tanks.
We have units inbound on DZ.
Sierra's way back there.
On the way. Roger that. Yes, sir.
Actually, you guys head up there real quick. I want to find where those gunships or transports went. I know where the gunships are, but I don't know where the transports are anymore.
Center quadrant. Eyes on Enforcer Grenadiers.
Oh, pull back. Okay, there they are. With a shit ton of units
Oh, yeah.
around them.
We'll kill them.
Unit 5, I need you to get your ass up here.
Check Unit 6. They'll be clobbered.
This is here. One scouts. Ready to roll. Thunder here. One roller down. Copy that. Outbound. Affirmative.
This is Sidecar. We're opening fire.
Eyes on European Army troops.
This is Thunder. Artillery fire in our position.
This is Sidecar. They're feeling it. This is Sidecar. All rollers ready for action.
Check Foxtrot. Uplink secured by hostiles.
Unit 3, move to Delta.
Outbound.
We're opening fire.
Unit 6, evacuate.
Engaging
Unit 6 is far too beat up now. But I don't think they're
Center
going to actually
quadrant.
survive to
Eyes
escape.
on marksman artillery vehicles.
Let's get these guys.
Oh, they got some arty. Okay, wonderful.
This is Adder.
Transports fueled and ready to
Tanks
deploy.
need some more
Units
transports.
entering the battle
Or
space.
gunships.
Sizing targets.
Pull
Copy
back,
that.
pull back.
Outbound.
Actually, no, get in there. Get rid of those tanks ASAP.
Thunder here. Artillery fire in our position.
Check Unit 3. They'll get shredded. Check Unit 7. They'll get shredded.
Adder here. Engaging the enemy. Roger that. Yes, sir.
I need to get you guys off to a side where you're not going to be engaged by the transports, but you can engage these tanks.
We've lost an eagle. Looks easy, sir. Traveler here. All rollers factory mid. Roger that. This is Adder. Enemy is taking damage.
Check Sierra.
Okay, you guys are
Hostiles
moving
have
in.
secured it.
Unit 8, where are you? Okay, right there.
Adder here.
Move in
got a
for
kill,
those
sir.
tanks.
Artillery fire on our position. Two pair here.
Okay,
All
2
squads
pair, get in there
Mamba here.
to secure Delta ASAP. Unit
Check
3,
Unit 9. They'll be clobbered.
would love to have you move more, but I can't really do that.
We are full strength.
Check Central Quadrant. Hostile
Unit
eliminated.
8, move in on those transports.
Two pair here. Securing the uplink. Yes, sir. Roger. On the double.
Unit 7, evacuate.
Understood. Yes, sir. Copy that. On the move. Yes, sir. Copy that.
It's a lot of units up there.
Artillery fire on our position.
Sidecar here. We'll comply.
This is Crusher. Enemy is taking damage. This is Adder.
Okay.
We tore up. Bad.
Reinforcements are available.
This is Mama.
You guys move in, deal with those guys. Let the tanks deal with the transports.
Hostiles in range. Opening fire.
Check Delta. It is secured. We have multiple units ready to deploy.
Okay, wonderful. Is there anywhere I can put my infantry here around Delta?
Hostile destroyed.
I can put them in the castle or fort there, but that's not going to do too much for me.
Units entering the battle space.
This is Poker Base. We're not having much effect, sir.
Oh, did we get rid of the transports? We did. Wonderful.
We've lost 2 eagles.
Unit 9, evacuate.
By enemy fire. Check Unit 8. Suppressed by
Get
enemy
Unit 7
fire.
in here. Get some more
Units entering the
tanks.
battle space.
This is Crusher. Artillery fire on our position. This is Crusher. They're jumping.
Unit 8, evacuate.
Check Unit 5. Losing effectiveness.
They're ripping us apart.
Eyes on Enforcer Grenadiers. Hostile destroyed.
Damage report, now! This is Sarkar. We need some frickin' evac right now!
Check Unit 5. I've requested evac.
They've got us in the crosshairs.
Unit 4 evacuate, or not evacuate, but pull back.
We are heavily engaged. They've got us in the crosshairs. We are heavily engaged.
Okay,
Center
we got rid
quadrant.
of the arty.
Eyes on European Army troops.
They've got us in the crosshairs. We are heavily engaged. They've got us in the crosshairs. We are heavily engaged. They've got us in the crosshairs.
This is Hook.
Okay,
Your Schwartz
I would love it for them to shut up right
Units
about
entering
now.
the battle space. Check Unit 4. They'll get smashed.
Focus face here. All squads are
Good, okay, you guys are in the building now.
We're in the building.
While you don't necessarily have the advantage right now,
Sidewinder here.
you are in an overall better position. In my opinion.
Say, bro, we're getting
This
silk.
is Baskin.
Don't
We
let
are
me
out.
back.
Eagle down. Eagle down. Roger. Light him up.
Now we're talking.
There we go, that
Check
did some
Unit
damage
7.
to them.
Losing effectiveness.
Unit
What's
8
Unit
already
7's
confirmed.
problem exactly?
They're wiping us out.
Unit 7 evacuate.
Okay, bugging out.
Oh, those engineers right back there, that's what, okay.
We're all gonna die here. We need evac.
Check Unit 7. I've ordered extraction.
This is Gertie. Inbound to extraction.
Yes, sir. Go for broke.
Okay,
This is Baskin.
Unit 3.
Traveler here. All rollers factory mint. On the
Send
double,
you
sir.
down there.
Focus face here.
So are tanks good at dealing with fast attack vehicles? Does not look like it. In fact, I get the feeling nothing is really good at dealing with those.
This is two-player. All squads
You
vertical.
guys move to a
We have
slightly
multiple
different
units
position.
ready to deploy.
Also,
Copy that.
fortify that uplink.
That's right.
Unit 4, how are you doing?
Focus face here. Roger. Light him up.
Check Unit 4. They'll be clobbered.
Traveler here. In position and holding.
Check Unit 4. Losing effectiveness.
You guys still have the advantage.
Listeners are getting hinky. This is Porterface. They're chopping us up.
Well, not really the advantage, but you have slightly better numbers.
Survivors loaded. We're out.
I think, at least.
Oh my God. Yeah! Yeah, you're murdering these lanes.
They're really hitting us.
Unit 3, what's your problem?
This is Traveler.
Those engineers is your problem. You know what? I am
Center
actually going to use
quadrant.
Arty for like the first
Hostile
time ever.
eliminated. We have units inbound on DZ.
We're under heavy fire.
I just need you guys to survive long enough to
Check Delta.
use your squad
86
automatic weapon again.
Rottweilers in place.
We're too jacked to fight. We need evac.
Damn,
Check
so
Unit 4.
close. Okay,
I've
Unit
ordered extraction.
This is Litter.
Unit 9, move down there to finish those guys off. Unit 2, yeah, you stay right there. Focus on them. Unit 3,
We're bringing your man home. This is Traveler.
deal with them.
This is Punisher. In position and holding.
Unit 6, I would love for you to move up, deal with those fast attack vehicles if at all possible.
Check Unit 3. Suppressed by hostile action.
Getting a bad feeling about this.
Unit 3, evacuate.
We drew up. Bad.
I need to get in there, and damn it, lost them.
Send evac.
Check Unit 3. I've requested extract.
This is Boulder. Spartans ready to roll. This is Gertie.
Okay, Magnum, let's see what you can do.
Bump slang here. All eagles showing green. Hostiles in range. Opening fire.
Of course, there's a fast attack vehicle there. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that.
This Punisher. We are engaging the hostile. We got a kill, sir. This is Punisher.
Okay, Punisher, you're doing a decent job, actually.
Mac.
You guys still have a ways to go until you're in position.
Punisher here.
Delta. All defensive drones lost.
Really? Oh, okay, Punisher, change of plans.
Southeast
Turn
quadrant.
around. Deal with those
Hostile
guys.
neutralized.
Unit 9, you move up here and deal with them. Finish them off.
Center quadrant. Eyes on European army troops.
Let it fly. Yes,
Look at
sir.
that! Stagger your reloads!
Evac successful. Heading home.
Bomb slang here. We are ready to engage. Wish us luck, sir.
Fresh
We have
transport.
units inbound on DZ.
Stop running around and get
Unit
ready.
2, how about you go ahead and engage? Fire at will. Do whatever you think is best.
Smash it.
You don't stop ripping.
Go
Unit
back.
5, you are firing, or at least you were.
Go pair here. And cover hold.
Unit 9, move to deal with them. Unit
We have multiple
6,
units ready to deploy.
Punisher here.
change of plans. Unit 2, you're on your own for a while.
You can do better than that! Keep up your fire!
This is Punisher. We lost a roller.
And they are now in that building, and thus you are on level playing field. Although I think you already were anyway.
This is Punisher. We got a kill, sir.
No more!
This is Loki. Fastbacks are good to go.
Unit 3, get up here.
Check central quadrant.
Okay, those tanks have
Hostile
pretty much been
neutralized.
dealt with, so Unit 5, turn to engage
Lost another
those.
roller.
Unit 6, evacuate.
Hostile eliminated.
Goddamn!
Check Delta.
Keep shooting no
Designated
matter what.
forward deployment zone.
Bring it on!
Unit 9.
Yes, sir.
Actually, Unit 9, don't do that. Continue dealing with those tanks. I want you to
We are ready to engage. Wish us
hopefully
luck, sir.
kill them completely so that they lose all their experience.
Bomb slang here. We are one eagle down.
Is that transports or tanks? Looks like fast attack vehicles. You can deal with them.
Engage.
Unit 5, are you dealing with those guys in that building? Yes, you are. I don't think you're doing a great job, but you are doing it nonetheless.
Here. Let it fly. Yes, sir.
Center quadrant. Hostile
Wonderful.
neutralized.
I want you guys to move in there and finish them off. Unit 9, how are you faring against the fast attack vehicles? Unit 9, evacuate.
Tally. Yes, sir.
That's a victory, sir. The battle space is secure.
Oh, I guess we
Social
dealt with all their
development on a
units.
battlefield.
Yep,
The
all
interaction
hostiles
report, sir.
eliminated. Do we have any shells that were about to hit anything at all? No? Damn, okay. Okay. Okay, not the greatest, but decent. Details. 2-pair and Traveler and Handles got promoted. Pretty much everybody survived. Nobody was wiped out, which is great because when they get wiped out, they actually lose their rank, and if I recall correctly, and start all over again from the beginning. Not exactly something I wish to have to deal with. Yeah, most of my money came from the victory bonus. And, okay, yeah, combat rating of 80% for me, 15% for him. And of course, with a combat skill of 69%, that tells me I definitely could have done better, but I think that's because had some of my units get defeated. I think that's what this unit's defeated here, is 4 units of mine got defeated. Essentially, I think that means they weren't able to evacuate. Yeah, and I called it 11 reinforcements. He got 7. Okay, so obviously he didn't have a lot in the way of reinforcements. I think he might have screwed up by calling in as much as of the force recon as he did. That probably is what screwed him over. Oh, well, he only did 2, but still, it probably didn't help him at all. And there we go. He got diddly squat, essentially. Neither of us got a territory bonus. If he had won, he probably would have gotten one, but since he lost, he didn't get it, and I wasn't going to get any anyway. Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. Okie dokie. 12-minute mission. Not too bad. Still got, yeah, quite a bit of credits, so... Though, that quite a bit of credits is like one
We're
or two
updating your
upgrades.
strategic display now. Here's how the week shaped up for us. Good job, Colonel. We got results in Western Europe.
Yep, there we go. We beat them in La Mancha. Oh, the Russians won in Copenhagen. Oh, but the Europeans won in Sevastopol.
The equatorial drought is getting worse. Tens of thousands of climate refugees have been turned away from already overcrowded camps in South America, Africa, and India.
Okay, and let's see. So, we've got a number of options here now. We can attack Leseto next time, or we can choose to attack Ramston Air Base, or we can attack the Russians over here in Matera, which is in Italy from the looks of it. Or I can go and defend myself from the Europeans by defending Istra, which I think that looks like, what is that? Like maybe Yugoslavia or something? That's my guess. I don't really know that area of Europe all that well, but I think that's sort of in the area of Yugoslavia. But yeah, so we've got a number of options now. Usually we've got like 2, if we're lucky, 3 options, but now we've got 4. Although I think it's pretty obvious which one we'll be doing based off of what I've done in the past. But let's head off into the barracks. So, our artillery actually proved relatively useful for the little bit of use that it got there towards the end. So I might just have to actually use it in the future. And we are going to go with that. That is all around the best upgrade for me. Because again, well, as you guys sort of know already, and I've said in the past, I am a big fan of the gunships, because they allow me to attack the enemy quickly. So it's sort of my main thing. I'm not going to give the artillery preference for upgrades. In fact, I'm going to go and upgrade combat transports with more HP, because for me, they are the second most important, because they transport my infantry. Which, granted, the infantry for me is pretty much solely used for capturing, but it's still important nonetheless. Honestly, if I did need to capture anything, I probably would never use infantry. As you can sort of tell, I've got 2 that have experience. One's an elite, or one's legendary, one's elite. But then you got this guy that's a regular, and then these guys that are rookies. Kind of tells you how much, or recruits, it tells you how much I use them. But that's all. I actually don't have any more money I can really spend. 53,000 credits to my name, and, well, everything is at least 100,000.
The equatorial drought is getting worse. Tens of thousands of climate refugees have been turned away from already overcrowded camps in South America, Africa, and India.
I still find it annoying that it does that every single time. It's like, really? It's not like I loaded up the game. All I did was exit the barracks now. I don't need you to remind me of something you just said like a moment ago. But yeah. But I imagine you guys already know what I'm going to be doing next episode, again, considering what I've done in the past. Although I might change that up just so that I have the opportunity to potentially attack Paris. But I don't know if my troops are really equipped properly to attack Paris. So I might not do that. Yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna do my usual. I don't know, we'll see next week when I record this again. But nonetheless, until the next episode, as always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, goodbye and farewell.